Kevin Durant is 1,000% getting traded by the Phoenix Suns this summer.
Do you want your career to end in Phoenix?
Man, I want my career to end on my terms. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying?
And this trade will alter the balance of power in the NBA once again. On August 19th, 2024, Jalen Rose sat down with KD and Ant at Fanatics Fest. He asked the Grim Reaper a question, and a fan answered the question for him.
What can we expect from you and the Phoenix Suns this year? What can we expect from you and the Phoenix Suns this year?
Yeah.
Wow. Now
Who
you
said
can't
that,
say
yo?
something every time KD got
Stand
something
up,
to say, or I'm
yo.
gonna
Stand
troll.
up. Who said that?
Y'all know he gonna say something back now.
Exactly.
That fan was absolutely right. The Suns have a 27-31 losing record, and they are the most expensive team in the league, with a combined player salary of $220 million. Absolutely pathetic.
They should be thanking the Philadelphia 76ers, because if not, they would be the biggest disappointment in the NBA. Okay, get that out the way.
Many teams will break their backs to enter the Kevin Durant sweepstakes this summer.
I'm still of value. You know what I'm saying?
But for a player who, despite his godly talent, many widely accept as a team destroyer, the team that chooses to trade for him needs to do so with their eyes wide open. Here is why. The NBA landscape has completely changed. Luka is a Laker. The butler is now serving the chef.
Junior. Jimmy perfect. Let me draw a foul and go to the line.
And Kevin Durant is the next big fish on the chopping block.
What happens with the Suns this summer, Wendy?
Yeah, well, they're going to trade him, and he knows that.
This last chapter in the tragic Durant saga is going to be interesting to say the least. Before the trade deadline, the Suns tried to trade KD to the Warriors.
Now had to realize that they may have to put Durant on the trade block, and they have talked to several teams about that. One of the teams that they have talked about is indeed the Golden State Warriors.
But he vetoed the trade because
But as far as the Warriors, I just didn't think it was, and then I didn't want to move. And then as a player like me, I cost a lot. Me going into your team it's gonna be a whole new era of your team when I get to your team. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's a lot of work and
Change.
through the season. Me just getting up and moving in the middle of the season, it's gonna be a big blow to any team I'm going to. You know what I'm saying?
while Jimmy is flourishing in Golden State,
Butler lob. His first Warrior basket. Buddy Hield throws it up. Jimmy brings it down.
Kevin Durant is currently out of the playoff picture on a team that is closer to Portland than to OKC. The Booker Durant Beal three-headed monster has 0 playoff wins.
That's it. The Timberwolves complete the sweep.
The Suns season ends with a first-round sweep.
And it's time to put Suns fans out of their misery. But who can even afford to trade for KD? Because as Kevin will tell you himself,
A player like me, I cost a lot.
first we have to remember what the Suns gave up to get KD.
Kevin Durant was traded to the Phoenix Suns. And Craig, this comes with a big-time price tag.
In exchange, as you said, for Durant and TJ Warren, the Suns had to give up Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, and Jay Crowder, along with 4 future first-round picks in 2023, 2025, 27, and 29, and a pick swap in 2028.
That is a lot to give up, and you can expect them to start negotiations wanting a massive haul back. Think multiple first-round picks, a young star or two, and salary relief. KD was 34 when they got him. Now he's 36, and he's still putting up 26, 7, and 3 with elite efficiency. The nice thing is that players' primes are lasting longer nowadays due to advancements in modern medicine. And KD has the type of game that will age gracefully.
Finds Durant raising up for the win. Got the lead.
Great pass here from Nurkic. You kind of wish there was no time left, right?
Many teams have been floated around, but realistically speaking, only a few teams can get him. Paul Pierce gave us the first one.
KD can use some fresh air.
KD
You can
needs.
get him. You know where you can get him? You find a way you can package Chet up.
Oh, take him back to OKC.
Bring him back to OKC.
The package is laughable. OKC is not giving up one of the highest ceiling young players of the next 15 years for a 36-year-old Durant. That is not the Sam Presti way of doing things. But the truth isn't completely off base here. The Durant-OKC connection runs deep. This is the franchise that made him a superstar.
KD gonna rear back and win it. Thunder wins. Thunder wins.
The team where he became an MVP.
We wasn't supposed to be here. You sacrificed for us.
You the real MVP.
led them to the finals, and built an entire era of what-ifs.
Almost out of bounds somehow. Durant lets it go. Are you kidding me? Kevin Durant!
The Thunder have the most trade capital in the entire NBA. If they actually wanted KD, they could outbid anyone, send a war chest of picks, and still have enough left over to build a dynasty. But will they? Probably not. But what if OKC isn't trying to wait? The Thunder have one of the best young cores in the league, SGA.
Game, Shea bounces left hand. What a scoop and score! And then Shea continues the shot.
Chet Holmgren.
Holmgren, little up and under, off the backboard. Chet Holmgren set it up for himself.
Jalen Williams.
J-Dub going left somehow.
But what if they see an opportunity to win now? OKC doesn't need to mortgage the future to land KD. And if they're serious about fast-tracking their championship window, a reunion with Durant might not just be a fantasy.
Durant for three for the win. He's got it! He's got it! He's got it!
But what about a team that's willing to bet big, push all their chips in, and chase a title right now? The Rockets own the Suns' 2027 and 2029 first-round picks. If Phoenix wants to rebuild, they need those picks back. And that puts Houston in the driver's seat.
The Rockets are willing to make a big move now. They want to make the move now. Yes, of course, they could hold on to these picks. They go all the way out to 2029. They could just sit there and wait. They could make a different trade. If they were interested in making a different trade, they would have held on to the Nets picks because those are more valuable. They want Durant.
But would the Rockets actually trade for Kevin Durant? On one hand, they're young, talented, and ready to compete. And adding Durant to a core of Jalen Green, Alperen Şengün, Jabari Smith Jr., and Amen Thompson instantly makes them a contender.
So smart. Oh my goodness. Oh no, he didn't.
But does Houston want to use its best trade assets on KD, or do they hold out for someone younger? That's the real debate. A 36-year-old KD gives them an immediate shot at the finals.
Durant. Count it, and the foul. Horford got a piece of him.
But those picks might land them a younger star in the future. The Rockets can make this deal happen. The question is, will they? If not, the Wolves are close. They just made the Western Conference Finals.
Advantage on the glass for the Wolves. Edwards.
They have one of the best young stars in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
Edwards gets it back!
But after trading Cat, they're missing a true second superstar. And remember, Ant loves KD. Dude grew up idolizing him. He has literally called Durant the GOAT. And the Wolves already inquired about KD at the trade deadline. If Phoenix lowers the price this summer, Minnesota could strike. A KD-Ant duo would be a nightmare matchup for defenses. KD's elite shooting spaces the floor for Edwards to attack, while Rudy Gobert cleans up on the defensive end.
Suggs to Carter Jr. Nice defense met at the rim by Gobert.
But what's the price? Minnesota could offer Jaden McDaniels or Naz Reid, plus some picks and salary fillers. But do they have enough to convince Phoenix? If not, maybe a team with a generational talent already in place would. This one is fascinating. The Spurs aren't ready to compete yet, but you know what changes that? Pairing Kevin Durant with Victor Wembanyama. Think about it. Wemby is already a cheat code. Now imagine him learning from KD, perfecting that mid-range game, and becoming unguardable. San Antonio also has the trade assets. They've got more than enough picks. And they have young tradable players in Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, and Jeremy Sohan. And don't forget Greg Popovich influence. There's trust there. KD wouldn't just make the Spurs relevant again. He'd help turn Wemby into a championship player. If the Spurs are ready to speed up their rebuild, easy money sniper is the ultimate shortcut. But here's the bottom line. Any KD trade is gonna look a lot like the Jimmy Butler deal. Whoever lands him will be extending him for 2 more years. But here's the real difference. Timing. A summer trade opens more doors. Teams with cap space don't need to match salaries dollar for dollar. Some teams will shuffle their payrolls to dodge the second apron, and whoever lands him is getting a franchise changer. This isn't some disgruntled star forcing his way out. KD is still him. And if you have the chance to get a top 15 player who can shift the NBA's balance of power, you take it. The Slim Reaper still has unfinished business.
And the Thunder now in a tie game. Durant for 3 for the win. He's got it! He's got it! He's got it! A half a second remaining, and Durant has done it again! He's got it!
caught him from behind.
And off his sixth block, Durant rears up and fires from beyond the arc. He's made 6 triples tonight, and he gives the Thunder a 3-point lead with a half-second remaining. Now, the Magic with time to catch and shoot. You have to defend if you're Oklahoma City.